Good morning. It is January 13th right now, and I figured it would be a good idea to figure out what all of my WIPS are, or works in progress, are for crocheting and knitting, just so I can kind of keep in mind that I need to finish certain things. My oldest project right now is this one. This is the Agnes sweater or pullover. I don't remember. I think it's just Agnes sweater. Yeah, so it's a beautiful color work pattern and I nearly finished it. I just have to do the sleeves. Looking it over, I did notice something though. Let me find it. Drop stitch right here, but that's easy to fix. I can fix that. I might catch that stitch today to get it like locked in and not to keep unwinding. So I might fix that today. But this is a beautiful sweater. Hopefully it's not too small. That's my worry at the moment. But I just need to do the sleeves, fix this drop stitch. And yeah, this sweater would be done. So I'm going over all of the works in progress or WIPs that I have right now. That way, in the coming weeks, I can work on what I've started instead of starting new projects, which I did start a new project yesterday, but I'm going to include that in my works in progress so that I can work on things, back and forth until they're all finished. I think it'd be good to finish these. So that's what I'm going to work on. So number one is the Agnes sweater. I believe I started this either in December. I'll have to look when I started it. Maybe December or January of 2023. I don't know. I'm going to have to, I'll put on the screen when I started it and how long it's just been sitting unfinished. So the next item. So this is what I actually started yesterday. I really liked the Valkyria cardigan that I had made in black, but I think I made it just a tad too small and too short. It's a cropped cardigan, but when I raise my hands of the one that I made, like it comes up over the bust, which isn't ideal for the look I was going for. So this time when I knit it, I figured this nice natural colored patent classic wool would look nice. So I started this, but I've only done 4 rows of the collar. So this is the Valkyria cardigan. I'll put the name of it here somewhere on the screen. All right. Another project. I don't think I've shown this in videos yet, but I did start this after I finished the on the double raglan, the first one that I did for the test knit. So I started a second. So I'm pretty sure I never started filming this one. I don't remember. But this is an on the double raglan. I test knitted the pattern and it should be coming out soon. The test knit is ending this month sometime, but I already finished mine. But I did start a second. And for this one, I made the collar shorter and I added color work of little reindeers. So I've only got to the head part, but it's going to have their whole body as well. And I think this one is going to be, such a cute sweater when it's done. It's going to be perfect for like winter time. Aren't these going to be cute? Adorable little reindeers. Yeah, so I'm super excited when I finish this. I think it's going to be super cute. And this is also made This is also made with patent classic wool in some kind of white cream color and then a dark green. So this is a work in progress that I don't think I included in any videos, even though I had started it probably in December. I think I finished it shortly after. I think I started this shortly after I finished the first on the double raglan that I made for the test knit. Yep. Oh, and by the way, that pattern doesn't include color work. I added the color work myself, and I was just using the pattern as like the base of the sweater, but then including my own color work addition in it, so it changes it up. And yeah, so the color work's not in the actual pattern when you buy it, or if you buy it, but if you want to insert color work into like any sweater that doesn't have color work, it's not too hard to kind of figure out. So yeah, that's this one. Another work in progress for this month. I got 5 skeins of the Flower Power all-in-one granny square yarn by Red Heart, and I will be turning these into a blanket. I just need to finish working up the rest of the skeins, and then I'll attach these all into a blanket. Yep. So, WIP number 4. All right, and WIP number 5. I'm using the Karen Cloud Cakes in the color Lagoon. I love the colors, and this yarn is so soft and squishy. It really feels, look at that. It's so nice. I love the Karen Cloud Cakes. They're so squishy and soft. Oh my gosh. But I think I'm more than halfway done with this project, but I don't think I filmed this either. I think for December, I just mainly focused on doing the Woobles advent that I had gotten, and I didn't really work on many projects, even though, well, like video-wise, like I didn't include them. I was working on other stuff other than the Wooble advent calendar, but I didn't really film doing them other than on the double raglan progress. So I used this yarn, and I've been really wanting a shawl, but I don't want like a plain boring shawl. So I looked around on for patterns, and I did find a free one that was called the Allium shawl. I'll put the name or the picture here or whatever. But I really liked how it looked, and so I've done actually quite a lot on this one. It's like what I've mostly kind of worked on off and on throughout the last 2 months. But this shawl, I really love how it looks. It has these like kind of chevron-y points, almost looks a bit kind of bat-like, but it's very pretty, and the color changes, adds some visual interest. I really like it. I should probably do like a video clip of putting it over my shoulders and showing it like farther out than where I have my camera placed right now. But I think this is going to be a really nice shawl. And I feel like shawls should make a comeback. A lot of people make shawls, but you never see them wear shawls. I wanted to make a shawl that I would actually go out and wear, because you never see people wearing shawls. That they should come back. It's like wearing a nice little blankie. Yeah, so I'll do another clip of what it looks like further out so you can get a better view of it. But I think this is a nice free shawl. It's not too, I was pretty confused in the very beginning, but if you look at like the diagram and then you kind of figure out the pattern, it's really repetitive, and I don't have to look at the pattern anymore. I just know how to do the repeats to make the pattern now. But I'm gonna finally have my own shawl soon. And again, this is the Allium shawl, and it is available for free. I'll add a clip of what it looks like further out so you can see the whole thing more in a little bit. Yeah. I finished one. So for this one, I finished one whole cake of this, but I do want it to be a little longer and more like long and cozy, more like a wearable blanket. So I won't be like full length, but I want it a little bit longer. So I will be dipping into the second cake to finish this. So this was WIP number 5. I might have one more WIP, but I don't know where it is. I made one hand warmer and I need to make the second. I don't know where it is at the moment. I'm gonna have to look, but maybe that could count as number 6. So I do need to make a second hand warmer for that. I might insert a picture or something of the first one right here. And yeah, so that would be number 6. And then WIP number 7 is a full year-long WIP that I actually really need to catch up on. I've just been writing down the dates, and I have not worked on this since the first week. So I did the first 7 rows, 1 row per day, 2 colors per day, because I'm keeping track of the high and the low temperature on each row. So that's why it kind of switches partial way throughout on each row. It's because I'm counting the high and the low. But my temperature blanket, so this would be number 7, and I do need to catch up on this. I have been writing down the temperatures in this handy dandy book that I got just for this project. I could keep track of more projects in this, but it's just like a basic notebook that I wrote down every date of this year in 2025. And I've been keeping track of the temperatures, the high and the low, and those will get reflected into this blanket. I do need to catch up because I've got to do, let's see, 7. I did up to day 7 of January, the 7th of January. So I need to do the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. I need to do 6 days already. I almost have to do a full week. So I will be catching up on this. I might actually work on this today. Yeah. So WIP number 7. And that's the final one. So I figured it would be really good if I just had all of my WIPs pulled out so I knew what I need to work on before I start anything else. So things don't get too out of hand and I don't have too many project bags and projects floating around that I need to get done. So that's all of my WIPs. Well, yeah, I don't think there's any more. That should be all of the WIPs that I have going as of now in January 13th, 2025. All right, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good day. Let me know what you are currently working on, because I do find looking up different patterns to be a nice, fun pastime. But then they might make me want to cast on something else. Anyways, what are you working on? This is what I'm working on. I did work a lot on their shawl. The shawl has gotten the most progress. So that's really nice. Anyways, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good day. Okay, bye.